Great evening to each and every one of you. Lakeisha McKnight is here, and I want to welcome you to Leadership TKO, the Night Show via podcast. That's right, the Night Show via podcast. And so welcome. Lakeisha McKnight is here, and I'm super excited to be here tonight. I actually am here live. It's about 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm live right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, in North America. It doesn't matter where you are from. I welcome you in listening to this podcast. I know that you may be in another country outside of North America, because I looked at our stats, and it shows that there are so many of you from other countries listening in. And I do want to acknowledge just some of those countries that I was able to see. And I want to encourage you, even beyond tonight, to encourage you to share, okay? Share this podcast episode specifically with other women in your country, in your state, wherever you reside. So I do notice that there are residents from Greece, residents from the United Kingdom, residents from Japan, Croatia, Norway, France, Nigeria, South Africa, Canada, of course, throughout the United States, North America more specifically. There are so many of you from, the Republic of Korea, the Arab nation, Sarabia, something like that. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I know that there are so many of you out there listening in, and I want to say thank you. So before we dive into anything tonight, I am going to share on a platform that I am indeed live. So feel free, you can share also. But I am going to share. Okay, I am going to share on a platform there, but more specifically, the main platform I use is Facebook. So I am going to share on Facebook that I am indeed live. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that, and you can do the same as well, even as I am doing this right now. So I'm going to share on Facebook that I am live. Hold on a sec. So I'm going to say join in now, as I am indeed live. Let's see. Boom. There we go. So I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up. I mean, we had a great week this week. We had the debut of a co-host, a part of this radio station, Emily Claudette Freeman. She had a powerful episode on Heal Your Words. Heal Your Words. She gave part 1. I know part 2 is coming up on August 3rd. So you want to stay tuned for that, because we do out of courtesy share the messages of our co-hosts, a part of the station. We share it live, a part of this particular podcast show, just to bring awareness to what the other co-hosts are doing, a part of the station. We have several shows on this station, if you're not aware of it. We have the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast. That's a podcast connected to a nonprofit that I run. It's Women of Elevation Career Services International. That is a podcast, a Revitalize the Total Woman podcast, that represents that nonprofit here in Chesapeake, Virginia. We also have some other things going on. Again, Emily Claudette Freeman, she has her specific podcast, but that we do share and debut some of her podcasts as a part of our podcast on our platform as well, so that we can bring awareness to what it is that she has going on, and that we can definitely support her in her endeavors. So be sure to do that on August 3rd at 11 o'clock a.m. Part number 2 of Heal Your Words with Claudette Freeman will be available and live on the platform. So again, I thank you so much for all of you who listen in. Remember, at any point, if you hear something that you enjoy when we're live here on the platform, or if anything relates to you, or you just had that aha moment, I do encourage you to like this episode. Like the episode. There's a heart button. You can click it, and when you like it, it does show up as yellow, I believe. Okay, so it lets you know that you did like it. We also have an interaction platform method here, a part of being here on Spreaker. Okay, so you can at least say, "Hey, Lakeisha, I'm live," or leave a message at any point, and we will respond to you. Okay. Remember, this particular podcast we hear Monday through Fridays. Most of the time is Monday through Fridays. Occasionally we're here on the weekends as well, but it's Monday through Fridays at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what we're doing. We're here on the platform for you to really sow into your lives to become effective leaders. And so one of the things I can tell you is that this podcast is really for men and women. We just have certain subdivisions that are dedicated for specific groups of people. But I can tell you this, that we welcome people from all over the world. Doesn't matter what your age is, doesn't matter what the color of your skin is, it doesn't matter what your background is, but we welcome you to listen and be a part of this particular podcast show. And we welcome new co-hosts. So if you have an interest to build leaders and you want to tailor a show specifically to one particular area of leadership, we welcome you to do it. We welcome you to do it. If you want to focus on church leadership, we welcome you on board. If you want to focus on corporate leadership or organizational leadership, we welcome you on board. If you want to focus on youth leadership, we welcome you on board because we want to build winning leaders. And let me share with you a little about that, because the company that houses this particular podcast and radio station is the iLead Company, LLC, a limited liability company based in Chesapeake, Virginia, that also has a location in Nigeria, Africa. And it houses this particular brand, Leadership TKO. And I can tell you that the mission of the brand and the company itself is to partner up with associations, universities, faith-based organizations such as churches and women's ministries, okay? And if I didn't say it, small businesses to build winning leaders. Okay, to build winning leaders. I know some of you are probably trying to figure out what is a winning leader. And I was talking a little bit about that actually during some information live streams that I run on Facebook. And I was sharing that on a blog post. I am going to be blogging about that, about what a winning leader is, so that you can receive clarification. All right. So for those of you who are listening into this podcast, you want to follow along on the blog, I do encourage you to do that. And the blog URL, I do want to give you that. It's connected to the main website for the company. So I'm going to back up a bit. All of these links are going to be in the description area within 1 hour of this particular episode being here and live before you and available on demand. Okay, so we'll be available. We will put this information in the description area. But the main website for the company is www.leadershiptko.com. Again, that's leadership TKO.com. That is the website address for the company itself. So if you want to go and do your research, find out more about what it is we do, you want to go there. But as far as the blog is concerned, when you do go to the main website, you're going to see a tab on the menu bar that says TKO blog. But just in case you want the direct URL or website address, TKO, we're launching that book this coming Tuesday, July 25th. All right, July 25th. And we are going to go live on the podcast. Okay. We might go live several times just to kind of peek in and kind of let you know, hey, here's some information about the book. We may even do live readings. That's right. Live readings on the celebration day, on the release day. So we're going to be having a blast. We're going to be partying hard on the podcast platform. We might not necessarily just be live on Facebook Live, although we might have one or two. Let's just be honest, right? During those information live stream sessions, we might just dedicate that to Leadership TKO's release. But I will tell you that. And so if you want to learn about the release and be ready to just go and grab your copy and make your order, because it's going to be available on Amazon. What you want to do is follow the blog, because the blog is going to let you know. And of course on Facebook, if you're connected to me on Facebook, you will be informed as to where to go to click the order button to get your book. Now, here's the deal. Some people are asking, do I go to Amazon? Or do I go to another link? Because we had a pre-order link as well made available. Now, for those of you who want to just quickly get your book and you don't want it signed, then yeah, you definitely want to go to Amazon. Okay, because we have a pre-order that's going to allow you to get it at a lower cost. There's a link that we can put inside of the description area. We'll put it in there tonight where you can go pre-order your book. It's going to be slightly lower than normal. Okay. After the 25th of July, after we release the book, guess what? The price is going to go up just a bit. Okay, it's going to increase just a bit. And this is the reason why we encourage you to go ahead and pre-order your book. All right. And this is for everyone. All right. So make sure that you're able to pre-order your book in advance. That way we can get it, we can sign it, plus put a special message in there, and we can ship it off to you if you're located outside of the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. But if you're located here near the Hampton Roads area, we can definitely get your book to you directly. So that's not a problem at all. Okay. So all the links that you're going to need to know about is going to be in the description area. The pre-ordering for your book. Now, the actual active link where you can go and buy the book from Amazon, that link is not made available yet because it has to be processed and it has to be reviewed on Amazon's website. So I do want to give you a heads up about that. It's not quite ready just yet. And you're a part of that group. Thank you so very much for your support and in promoting this project. All right. What I want to do now is definitely shift and talk about the subdivision I was telling you about, okay? And that subdivision is Leadership TKO for Women. Leadership TKO for Women. All right. So, of course, I'm just paying a little attention to some of the feedback. I do want to thank each and every one of those who are on the live platform. I think that this Rika Wright, of course, she's definitely someone who's in support of the Leadership TKO brand, and also Janine Harrod Brown. I'm listening to some of their feedback. Hopefully the audio is good, and I do apologize if it was going in and out. Sometimes the internet reception here in the area can be a little terrible, right? Because we're not exactly at the home front, at the main home office where we can get that perfect reception that we always get. But hopefully we're good, and hopefully you all can hear this okay at this particular point. If you missed something, again, it's going to be in the description area, those links that you can go ahead and visit. All right, so with Leadership TKO for Women, right, it's really a subdivision that has taken off this year. And that subdivision kind of houses and parents the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign. It's global because it's touching the lives of women all around the world. Okay. We're not saying any of this, of course, to get credit, to get kudos, all that stuff. No, we want to definitely give credit and kudos to God because he's the one that's causing the expansion to happen. We really are just vessels that he's using to get the word out about the campaign. And we're just grateful for this opportunity in this season and being able to be here to facilitate this. Okay, so let me just share with you quickly what the mission of the Born to Lead campaign is all about. And there's actually a twofold mission, and hopefully we'll get through this part particularly quickly, and then I'll share with you how to get involved if you have an interest. Okay, so two-part mission. The first part is to promote a spirit of sisterhood amongst the women so that we can become effective leaders. Okay, promote a spirit of sisterhood amongst women to become effective leaders. And just be aware that we are going to have some graphic images that we're going to share with those who do want to share what the mission of the campaign is. So we are going to have graphic images that share the two-part mission so that people can clearly understand what this campaign does. So that's the first part. The second part is to bring awareness to women's issues that are common around the world and discuss solutions that can help remedy those issues. Issues such as sex trafficking, domestic violence, okay, loneliness, depression, single parenthood. Okay, there's other issues as well, but those are the main ones I really want to highlight right now. And these are just some of the examples. We talk about solutions that exist for these concerns. And then also, if they're not effective, we're going to come together and create effective solutions. We're going to create effective solutions. So again, that's a little bit about what it is that we do with this campaign. So let me ask you this. Every one of us has a personal mission. And if you're an entrepreneur, you should have a business mission as well. Does this particular campaign, is it aligned with your personal mission or your business mission? Do you enjoy empowering women and helping women to become what they were predestined to be? If the answer is yes to those questions or any one of those questions, we invite you to become an official member of this campaign. This campaign is not a clique. It's not a cult. Now, the leaders and the members of the campaign, at least most of them, are believers. They believe in God. They do. Okay? Right? And for the most part, just to be honest with you, most of them believe in God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They do. Okay? And most of the concepts that we talk about is in high support of those particular principles or beliefs. Now, are we going to bang you over the head with scriptures? Probably not, because I wouldn't want that to happen to me. We just know that the principles found in the Bible, for example, they work. Okay, they work. You'll see them actually look similarly to work conducted or actually promoted by Stephen Covey and other leaders, right, in the self-growth space. You'll see that most of their work is really biblical in its foundation. So just understand that. Now, I can tell you that this campaign was launched by six, including myself, 6 amazing women. And I'm going to tell you the 5 other ladies involved that helped to launch it. It's Takara Steele, Dr. Remy Douye, Cheryl Harris Sutton, Shalia McDaniel, and Maricela Messner. All of these women love leadership. Okay. Most of them are John Maxwell team members. And we just want to see women succeed. We really want to see women succeed. So let me share with you quickly, if you believe that you want to be a member of this campaign based on all that I've shared, because we want to see you grow as a female and as a leader. If you want that for yourself, you want accountability, you want support, you want solutions to concerns that you're facing, you just want to be loved on and offline, right? Let's just be honest. Here's how you can get plugged in and become a member of this campaign. Number 1, make sure that you're on a desktop or a laptop computer. Okay? You have to be on a laptop or a desktop. It cannot be a cell phone because you might face an error. I want you to visit a website. The website address is www.born2lead2017.com. All right, I'm going to spell it for you, and it should also be in the comments area. So just look in the comments area for the link. It's www.borntolead2017.com. Visit that website, and you're going to see a questionnaire come up. Complete the questionnaire and hit the submit button. After you do that, you're going to be directed to a Facebook group where all of the members, the official members, and of course we have some other people there that may not necessarily be official just yet, but you can go there, and when you get there to that group, hit the request button. The request button, after you hit it, you're going to then be welcomed into the group, and you will be official at that particular point. Okay? That's what it means to be an official member of the campaign. Now, as a member of the campaign, your main responsibility, and really your only responsibility, is to share and bring awareness to this campaign online, that's on the social media platforms, and offline. Do we have to tell you, okay, this is the day, now go ahead and tell people about it? No, we want you to tell people about the campaign every day, even without us telling you to go ahead and share it. Share it on your Facebook timeline and Facebook groups. Share it on Twitter. Share it on LinkedIn. Share it on YouTube. If you like to do video, there's some people who shy away from video. I'm not going to mention any names. Hint, hint. So, but definitely, that's what your job is. And that's what your responsibility would be as a campaign member. But there are other ways, of course, to empower women through the campaign, such as becoming an ambassador. You can become an ambassador of the campaign. And we share with you more information about becoming an ambassador once you are an official member. We don't want to overwhelm you by, telling you all of this stuff. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I got to be a member. Then I got to turn around and be an ambassador. Being an ambassador is not required. Okay, it's not required. But we do have a goal of reaching 10,000 women with this campaign. That is indeed our goal. And we would love to have you on board as a member of this campaign so that we together can declare to the world that we are women and we were born to lead. All right. Now, I do have a couple of updates, and of course, I'm going to talk to you just about a few other things as well. Okay. I know for some of the members, if you're listening in and you ordered a shirt during this month, the month of July, because we didn't reach the 20 shirt order mark, we have to push our shirt orders into August. So that's just a little bit of a heads up for those of you who are members already. And for those of you who are not, one thing that we'd like to do is promote the campaign via women's t-shirts. And that's what I'm referring to. The members are able to put in orders from the group, and that's what we're doing. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right. So that's just a little bit about what it is that sometimes we do inside of the group. We do have tees. It's called bling tees. This is where we have like the little stones on your shirt, and it promotes the shirt. It promotes the campaign. The campaign on the shirt, it would say something like, I am woman and I was born to lead. And then it has the website address on the shirt. So, once you become a member, you'll find out how you can order a shirt inside of the group. All right, so I just want to say thank you for those of you who have been consistently following along with this particular campaign. You all have been troopers. I'm telling you, you all have been troopers being a part of this particular campaign. And I really, really, really do appreciate it. And I want to say thank you on behalf of the other leaders who helped to launch this campaign. We thank you. We thank you. We're going to try to be here live Saturday night at 9 and Sunday night at 9. Sometimes, of course, it doesn't always work out that way, but it is our intentions to be here live on the platform during that time. And we're just going to be providing more insight about some of the things that are to come. Okay, so just be aware of that. We're just grateful for where we're going with this campaign. And we're just going to take it one day at a time. I can tell you that. All right. We're going to take it one day at a time. We have a goal, but of course, we're going to allow God to be the leader of the ship and do the very best that we can to try to meet that goal. All right. So I do want to just specially acknowledge those lady CEOs out there who are really trying to press forward as business owners. You all do amazing jobs with what you do as well, as far as servicing your clients. No matter what industry you're in, you're doing an amazing job. So keep up the great work. Your work is not going unnoticed. We do see some of the things that you do. And a lot of people see some of the things that you do. So just keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. And, we just enjoy helping women through this campaign, helping you to really be who it is that you were predestined to become. Because one thing I can tell you is that with this campaign, we do also provide business and leadership training. Okay. As a member, you're going to be aware of business and leadership training. We also do life skills mentorship on Mondays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you got mentorship on Mondays at 8. You have some of the leaders engaging you throughout the week inside of the group. We also have our TKO Global Reality Show. I do want to get that out the right way. So TKO Global Reality Show, that show normally goes live on Thursdays at 9:00 p.m. We're going to reconvene with that particular show. It's going to start back up in August with the interviews with some of the women, and I will be announcing who the upcoming interviewees are. We just need to confirm with them just in case things have changed with their schedules. So we want to make sure they're still good for the month of August in being interviewed on the platform. All right. So I think we have reached the conclusion, and we're coming to the end of our episode tonight. It's about 9:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, if you would love to become a member of the campaign, you would simply go to www.born2lead2017.com. You'll go to that website. And I just want to say thank you once again. And until tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. And don't forget, we do have our Inspiration 2-hour segment starting at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight here on the Leadership TKO podcast and radio station.